Hi everyone, it's Claire from scrappynerduk UK and welcome to the next episode of December Daily Directory, where I am going to be working on days 7 and 8. So these come together very quickly because I've done a lot of work on the foundation pages already. And so I'm going to get started on day 7. So day 7 I had this cut file with the word hope cut out of it, and this was part of the prep party, I think, from Ali Edwards, and so I won't sort of show all of the detail because that is that's paid for content, and obviously just being respectful of the owner of that cut file, but I am using it for my day number 7. So I have already cut that out and had the word hope backed with the some acetate, some little white star acetate, and then I have popped my photo for the day and also my journaling into Canva, which is one of my favourite apps to use to create things like this. I'm using it a lot for my December daily this year. And my story for the day is my work had offered a free meditation class, and they do this throughout the year, and I've never really bought into it, but I gave it a go and I've never felt so relaxed in my life, to the point that I actually didn't want to return to work after the 20-minute session. So I wanted to document that in my December daily, and so I'm doing just that. So I printed my photo onto my photo paper, and then I'm going to add one of the Avery tabs for me to be able to pull this out of that pocket nice and easily. And then just going to find a stamp that can work on one of those little tabs that go inside the plastic tab bit. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And so I'm going to stamp on both sides, and I'm going to stamp the same sentiment. And these stamps again are from Ali Edwards. They're little sentiment stamps which are just perfect for December daily. So I find one that says, I can't remember, I did this way back when. I did this a while ago, back actually I think maybe on the 8th, when I actually played catch up with my December daily. So it's been a while, but you will see what I have stamped in just a second. The reality of the season, I think, is what it says. So I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to stamp the same sentiment on both sides, and it takes me a while to figure out which direction it needs to go in, but I don't think it really matters. So I'm just going to slide that in to the little tab, and that is pretty much my day 7 done. But I do decide, obviously, the back, you can see the photo paper, so I am going to, in a sec, I'm going to cover the back, but a decision was needed to be made on where my number for the day went, and you can see here I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to get that in and out of the pocket. So I'm just using my bone folder here just to open that pocket up slightly, and I have bent the back of the page ever so slightly, but once it's been in the album for a while, it will start to flatten it all back down again. So I'm not too worried about the dent that I've made doing that. But it does mean that it's nice and easy for me to get that insert in and out of the pocket. And then I decided to put my number on top of the star that I had already adhered to the middle of the O on the acetate. And this is here, I'm just having a look through the Hey Santa papers to find one that I want to back my photo with. Now, the problem is the HP photo paper is a little bit thin, so you can see the pattern, the black and white stripy pattern through to the other side, but I'm okay with it. I'm over it. It's a design decision, let's just call it that. So I'm just using some tape runner here to add to the back of my photo, and then I'm just going to stick that straight down onto my paper. Rather than cutting the paper first, it just means that I have the ability to use that as the template as to where I need to cut, and obviously then it just saves me cutting the paper too short and causing me to have to trim my photo down, which could be disastrous, especially when my journaling goes pretty much to the edge. So I'm just going to trim out some of that overhang of the paper. And you can see there what I mean about the pattern paper coming through from the back, but I'm okay with it. And that is just going to slot straight into that pocket. And then I'm going to work on the reverse of this page now. And this again was another page. I think this was from the, I think it might have been product plate. I'm not 100% sure. It's a while ago since I've done all of that. And again, the process for this doesn't exist because this was again paid for content. So I've taken the idea from Ali to use the little rectangles, and I was undecided as to whether I was going to have this as a an actual page for the day. As it turns out, it is only going to be a filler page, and I'm okay with that. It gives the back of that envelope some added interest. So I'm just having a look through the star kit from Ali, and there wasn't anything. I'll use the white stickers actually. I don't know how well they're going to stay on because that is sticking it onto felt. However, they are quite sticky, so I'm hoping that they last. If not, I will figure out a way to add some extra adhesive onto those to make sure that they stick long term. And then the final thing I'm going to do on this is I just needed one more embellishment to add on to that white felt, and I decided to go with the navy blue felt heart, and that is day 7 finished. So day 8 came together very quickly as well. So basically I had already cut this 8 on my Cricut, and I had covered it with some gold. It's like a grainy texture paste, and it's got like little nuggets of gold in it. It's amazing. So I made that previously in my for my foundation pages, and I'd kept the cut file because I had this idea that I was going to do a photograph of the same size, so I could sort of adhere it to the back of the 8. As it was, the photo needed to be the full 8, so I'm glad that I actually kept the I saved the cut file so I could go back and print and cut the same size. So I have that, and then what I've also done is I have added my journaling onto vellum, and had that as my middle layer in between the top and the top layer, sorry, in the photo. So what you saw me doing there was my crocodile is not long enough to reach the middle hole on the top and the bottom of the 8. So I just used my pencil, pushed it through, twisted it around a little bit just to make that hole a little bigger, so it goes into the album and you can turn it nicely. And then I wanted some embellishment on this, so I'm just adding an acetate star from the star kit, and I'm adding this black felt star from the star kit as well. And I'm running out of star kit very, very quickly. So, but it just means that the kit is getting used, which is exactly what it's there for. So I'm going to add that black star, and then I'm going to bring in a bit of metal as well. So I'm going to add in a gold metal brad, and I'm just going to pop that through, and that is going to pin and attach that acetate piece as well, just to make it all nice and sturdy so it stays on my album for the long term. So this is day 8 finished. I'll just give you a quick flick back over day 7 and day 8 to see how they came together. And these foundation pages are just making it so easy to be able to complete the pages throughout the month of December. So I highly recommend foundation pages every year. So here we are, day 7, 8. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this process video. Please give the video a thumbs up if you have, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.